China will send a special envoy to Ukraine, Russia, and other European nations from Monday to promote peace talks. Ambassador Li Hui is the special representative of the Chinese government for Eurasian Affairs and was formerly an envoy to Moscow. He will be the highest-ranking Chinese diplomat to visit Ukraine since Moscow's invasion last year. China has positioned itself as a neutral mediator in the conflict, but it also has what it calls a no-limits partnership with Russia. In February, China unveiled a 12-point proposal that urged respect for all countries' territorial sovereignty, but it has refused to condemn Moscow's invasion. And Olivia Xiong joins us live from Beijing. Olivia, how significant is Mr. Li Hui's trip?
Well, this is a hugely significant trip, especially as China has increasingly tried to portray itself as a peacemaker, whether in the Middle East or now over Ukraine. And we first heard about China's plans back to send a special envoy last month when Chinese President Xi Jinping had called his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky for the first time, speaking with each other since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And now we are learning that China's special envoy will be visiting Russia and Ukraine along with Poland, France and Germany. But the choice of China's representative has raised some questions. We know that Mr. Li Hui is the special representative of the Chinese government on Eurasian Affairs. He was also the former ambassador to Moscow. He had also been presented the Order of Friendship by Russian President Vladimir Putin. But China's foreign ministry today, when announcing this upcoming trip, continued to reiterate that China has taken on an objective position when it came to Ukraine. And he said that Mr. Li will be discussing the political settlement of the Ukraine crisis.
此次中方代表赴有关国家访问，是中方致力于劝和促谈的又一体现，充分表明中方坚定站在和平一边。
Now, the foreign ministry also said that China wants to play a constructive role and wants to prevent an escalation of the situation. But all this comes amid questions as well over China's relationship with Russia, which has been described as a no-limits partnership amid China's refusal to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Also has blamed the U.S. and NATO for fanning the flames of war. China and Russia drawing closer to each other in the past year and in recent times as both sides continue to face tensions with the U.S. and the West. Now, Mr. Xi, we also know, visited Moscow back in March and met his Russian counterpart and has since faced increasing pressure from Western countries to do more to use his close relationship with Mr. Putin to try and get him to end the war in Russia. And likely with this upcoming visit by China's special envoy, Mr. Li is likely to push China's plan, this 12-point position paper that it had laid out, which called for peace talks, but also said that there was a need to respect the territorial integrity and sovereignty of all countries, the language being vague, China not explicitly stating what that meant. And that plan had come under criticism, especially from the U.S. and other countries, for not calling on Russia to withdraw its troops from Ukraine. And so we will have to wait and see. We don't know too much about who Mr. Li is going to meet or how long his trip is going to be, what sort of outcomes it will have. All that remains to be seen. Wei Su.
Well, thanks for that, Olivia Xiong, speaking to us live there from Beijing.